Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Vancouver Sevens. This one, New Zealand, going head-to-head with Great Britain. Two sides that did suffer a defeat in their first match in Vancouver. So whoever wins this contest, they keep their hopes alive. Whoever loses this game, more than likely will be out of the running for the semi-finals. But looking through at the starting lineups for the Kiwis, it is Joey Tamatine, Sione Molia, Dylan Collier, the captain, Kelly Lasanga, Sam Clark, Brady Rush and Roderick Solo. So about 3 or 4 changes for New Zealand compared to what we saw in just their last contest. They did play up against the Spanish. But for GB, they've got Marcus Kershaw, Charlton Kerr, Ethan Waddleton, Matt Davison, Finley Lloyd-Gilmore, Jacob Henry, and also Rohan Frostwick. So I don't believe any changes for Great Britain heading into this matchup. They were competitive up against South Africa for the start of that game. They then let it slip. The Kiwis, they did well early up against Spain, but then from there, they did get beaten by the Spanish near the final whistle. But inside of their own in-goal area there for GB, that was a very long kickoff. And now New Zealand, they have a quick tap from only 5 metres out, trying to find the mark. It will be taken quickly by Brady Rush. Moving away to the left-hand side. The Kiwis could already be in. Big fend there from Roderick Solo. And he gets it down just in time before being forced dead. New Zealand have done exactly what they did in their game up against Spain. They have scored early, but we have seen this story before. And it's whether or not they keep it going for the whole of the 14 minutes or whether there is a chance for GB to get back into it. And Kiwis finish. Says Daniel. And also we have got there, are you going, Jasmine, are you going on Saturday or Sunday for the Super Round? New Zealand had so better win or else, they are losers. Says Jasmine, I wonder what the TAB will be paying for Scotland to win the Six Nations. It's a good question. I know that for them to win that game up against the French was about $4 underdogs for a majority of that game. Who's playing after this game? Next game is South Africa versus Spain. That's another one that South Africa win. They do pretty much secure their spot through to the next stage. Nice take under the high ball. Another missed kick from New Zealand. I thought that one was close enough that I kind of gave them the benefit of the doubt in the points, but this is it away to the side again. That's something that could cost them at the end of the day. That was the only difference between a win and a loss up against the Spanish. The Spanish got 1 kick over, New Zealand missed 2. What day does Super Round start? It starts on the Friday night. Going to all 3 days for the Super Round. 2 minutes gone in this contest. New Zealand have got themselves the scrum feed. Any predictions for this one, Kev Fitz? New Zealand should win, but I don't know. If they miss a few more conversions, GB need to score theoretically 1 more than New Zealand and they could take it out. But I think the Kiwis should take it. Although I don't think it will be as one-sided as the men's as the women's match that we saw earlier on, although good run sideways. Sam Clark to Roderick Solo, just short of the line, but breaking over anyway with the second receiver and Sam Clark. And once again, we've seen this before. We saw this in the first game for the Kiwis. They then went on to lose to Spain. So I don't think anyone can trust that they are out of the woods per se yet. But it has been a very impressive start to this game again for the Kiwis. Roderick Solo was tackled low and hard by Finley Lloyd-Gilmore. And from there, just enough power to get over for Sam Clark. This one's kicked off, missed away to the right-hand side. And now 4 minutes remaining in this first half. It will be 10 points to 0 in favour of New Zealand. I feel like we're actually seeing here as well what the difference is made having Akulia Rokalasoa in this New Zealand side in terms of just getting those additional 2s when they're available. Kelly Lasanga wrestles down the GB player. Penalty though goes the way of Great Britain. Quick tap taken by Ethan Waddleton. Way to the left-hand side. Another good tackle from the New Zealand defence. Just on the halfway line now. Finley Lloyd-Gilmore. I'm going to this. Highlanders. Versus Moana Pacifica. Chiefs versus Fiji and Drua. Says Baden. Now Waddleton. Tackled by Brady Rush. And again getting slightly driven backwards. I'm only going to the super round as my sister lives in Christchurch, so I have a place to stay. Because motels and hotels would be expensive as. Says Jasmine, nice soft load there, but just not able to hang on to the ball for Matt Davidson. Had he been able to catch that one, he would have been gone. And I don't believe the Kiwis would have caught him. I'll be disappointed with that one, Davidson. He did get himself a yellow card in the last contest up against South Africa. That was a bit of the turning point in that game, but it's a decent pass from Charlton Kerr. Just a bit of a rookie error from Matt Davison. New Zealand are two-time champs in Vancouver. They have shown as a statistic, although Argentina have been incredibly impressive in Vancouver. They have won 5 straight in this location. The first game is at 7:35 for the Crusaders-Waratahs game. And another try NZ. Says Jasmine. Now, ball's going to be fed in. Going away to the right-hand side. Lasanga tackle low. Warrelton manages to win the turnover for Great Britain. Quick tap taken. They don't seem like they want to waste any time now. GB thought about the pass. Taking it up was Jacob Henry. Back to the right. Warrelton. Charlton Kerr. In fact, this time it is Davidson. Going off to Kershaw. Firing out wide. Charlton Kerr. 1-on-1. Tries to cut back in. A well-made tackle from Joey Tamatene. Now left-hand side. Oh, big bump off there from Kershaw, using his strength. Now Henry tries to sneak through. Brady Rush. New Zealand trying to drive him towards the sideline. Collier over the ball. Just can't quite reach it. How much did the ticket cost you, Jasmine, for Super Round? Says Baden. Now right-hand side. Bounce pass for Great Britain. Can they score before the halftime break? Now Charlton Kerr tries to go around Joey Tamatine. Another offload to Finley Lloyd Gilmore. They're flirting dangerously at the moment with that touchline GB, but numbers to this left-hand side if they can use them, although they go back inwards. All thought about the offload. It almost ended up drifting forward. Now quick step there, just short by half a metre again for GB. Big wide cutout pass, and Jacob Henry scores it. Great Britain back into this game. It's now 7 minutes in as well. Go like that and like that. Jacob Henry, the try scorer here for Great Britain. It was patient in the build-up. And when does the stadium open? April 21st. There's Jasmine there too. And just got it down in time. See some Great Britain supporters, I believe, in the stands. Misses that one away to the right-hand side. This is another game that could come down to who can get their kicks over at the best possible times. 17 passes in a row, though, from that penalty. 9 phases. It's very impressive. You don't normally see those double digits too often. Davison goes across to Henry. Trying to rip it away from him was Brady Rush. Last chance before the halftime break. Ball put it back on the inside for Ethan Waddleton. Eventually, he is dragged down. Looks like an injury here for Roderick Solo. Have to keep an eye on him. Looks like some sort of arm injury. Ball's loose. Picked up by Charlton Kerr. Currently 1 minute past the halftime siren. Ball's still on the side of Great Britain though. And again, they're just putting the phases together. Trying to bust through this New Zealand defensive line. Just like they did earlier on with that try of Henry. Now back to the right. Davidson. Waddleton. Keeping it moving back and forth. Frostwick was involved. Charlton Kerr tries to the grub, or was he taken out? Referee says no. New Zealand seem like they're going to try and attack from inside of their 22. Offload there. Lasanga, is he going to get told to boot it out? Looks like Roderick Solo's considering it. Oh no, he kicks it down the field instead. He has been taken out. And a drop ball. Lasanga kicks it forward. He's given that one a big boot, but in a foot race, he is not winning it with the big Great Britain player who just grubbers it dead, and that will be the end of the first half. That is a pretty brutal one and a rough way to finish for both sides. The fact that they had to go pretty much the full length for the field. Lasanga as well as, I believe it was Marcus Kershaw. Neither of them have left that in-goal area yet. They're just both sitting with their hands on their knees, trying to get that breath back. I'm going by myself. My sister isn't into rugby, says Jasmine. I'm in Diamond VIP seat for the Super Round, says Baden. Second half. At the moment, I don't think New Zealand will feel safe here. Nor should they. They are only up by the 5 points, as we can see in sevens all the time. You can score 3 tries in a half, easy enough. This is where they really need to find their rhythm. The Kiwis, their whole competition pretty much depends on it. If they get out of this game with the 3-point victory, they will be on 4 points in total, and that may be enough to get them past Great Britain as well as Spain in the overall seedings. Great Britain did not receive a bonus point from their first game, I believe. In fact, what we will do is we'll go like that. So at the moment in the pools for the men's, we see South Africa at the top of the bunch with plus 16. New Zealand did receive the bonus point from their game up against Spain. Spain received the full 3. GB, they received 0 points from their opening contest. So the gist of this is, if South Africa beat Spain by more than 8, New Zealand then, if they got themselves a bonus point up against South Africa, as long as Spain then lost, they would go through. And Spain couldn't sneak it with the bonus point situation. At least I think that's the way that it works. I have no idea, says Jasmine. And what time is day 2? Day 2 of the sevens is going to be starting up from 7:52 a.m. tomorrow morning. Oh, it's a big contest in the air. There's a loud blow of the whistle from AJ Jacobs. It seems like it's just going to be the penalty against Henry. I said it looked like a violent collision, but it's an awkward one because both men actually went up for the ball, both eyes on it, and just a hard landing for Frank Vainuku there. It's actually hit him square in the face for Vainuku. Seeing 2 penalties against both of these sides in this contest. New Zealand now with the line out though. 24 carries for Great Britain compared to the 6 that we have seen from New Zealand. New Zealand have had to make 20 tackles throughout this matchup. Thrown in. It's gone over the top for Lasanga, but picked up in the middle of the field from Sam Clark. Brady Rush gets it out wide. Here comes Frank Vainuku. He didn't start this match, but recently came off of the bench. One of the hands there on the ball for Great Britain, but ref says it wasn't his to take. Now Sione Molia goes now to Dylan Collier. Ball on the inside, breaking through. And Tony Ngashu manages to score the try. It's well done by the Kiwis. That now gives them the 10-point lead. Again, can they get that conversion over? The one that doesn't seem to want to... In fact, they haven't kicked a single conversion throughout this whole competition, New Zealand, I've just realised. So that's not an ideal stat, definitely with the fact that they've managed to score 5 tries throughout this competition. And Nashu on the inside went straight to him. And the kick has now gone over. The first of the day for the Kiwis, and that now gives them the 12-point lead. With around that 4.5 minutes to go. They got that conversion. Yeah, that one was nice and straight out in front. That one's hit the hand of the GB player as it was going towards the touchline, so it will become a New Zealand line-out throw again. Okay, referee just wants them to get set in this line-out. Another try, New Zealand, come on. Don't be the loser, says Jasmine. And the thing is, that extra try, if they get it, points differential-wise, it will definitely help out. But, of course, if Spain end up beating... Well, to be fair, if Spain beats South Africa, then New Zealand are still in with a chance. If Spain lose by more than 8, New Zealand still with a great chance too. Sounds like the scrum is the call that GB are going to be going with. 4 minutes remaining in this first half. Throw from New Zealand, not straight. It does give Great Britain a chance to be able to work their way back into this matchup. The way it has been competitive so far. Pool B's been pretty entertaining too, to be fair. France are sitting at the bottom of the bunch with 2 losses, but they are more than capable causing the upset up against the Argentines, in which that would open up a door for Fiji. Or there's a chance that we may not even see the number 1 seed in Fiji through to the semi-finals. South Africa versus Spain, says Kev Fitz. That one has taken place just around the corner in about 6 minutes' time. Ball is ripped away by the Kiwis. Put back from Sam Clark. Across to the left-hand side, Dylan Collier inside of the 22. So ball up above. Oh no, just runs out of space there for Sione Molly. He was just about to do a big dash down the sideline, but just didn't quite line it up. Great Britain ended a 3-game losing streak against New Zealand in their last meeting in Perth. It's the stat that they've got there. And what time the Black Ferns play, Hamish? Black Ferns, their next game is, 1 second, up against Japan, and that is at 1:35 p.m. New Zealand time. Now line out for Great Britain. Nicely taken by Charlton Kerr. Davison pops it up to Jardine. Waddleton, bit stagnant. Back across, Jardine, left-hand side, Davison. That little bit wider. Up to Frostwick, and that is the penalty now awarded to GB, taking the mark a long way behind where the referee said it was. Wanting to get this one speeding along, Jardine. And just to go over the top of a Lasanga. A slip there for Great Britain. And the ball stolen in the breakdown by the Kiwis. 2.5 minutes left. Okay, thanks, says Daniel. No worries at all. And now, big run from Dylan Collier. Seems relatively warm in Vancouver at the moment. I don't think it is per se, but these guys seem to be really feeling it. But that might be down to the 4G turf that they're playing on. It can be pretty brutal on the legs. Frustrated now for Waddleton again. Just see it in the breakdown. It was very close to the turnover potential. Right, looking for the mark, but it will be New Zealand's scrum feed. New Zealand side, they have made 24 tackles. If New Zealand score next, pretty much game over. Should be, I would say. Definitely with only 100 seconds remaining. I'd say even if they don't score next, but GB don't score within the next, I'd say, minute, then it's probably game over too. New Zealand get the free kick for no stability in the scrum. Frank Vainuku can't break through. It's actually been good defence from GB throughout a majority of this game. New Zealand have found themselves multiple times not really going forward. Now Lasanga passes it up to Sione Molia. Now loose ball. GB kicking it forward, but sideways to Vainuku, who's knocked it backwards initially. Now big fend on Jardine. He breaks his way through. He's going to be caught very quickly. That was pure speed off of the bench for Ryan Apps. Now Clark goes left, numbers here for the Kiwis. It's about a 3-on-1. Tony Nyashu, he is just going to roll over all in the same motion. He thought he was going to sneak through a little bit quicker than he did there. But luckily it didn't cost him. Like they said, New Zealand, they needed a win after dropping that game up against Spain, and they have done nicely in terms of increasing that points differential. Hi, Hamish, says Brandon Game. Welcome in, Brandon. If you are doing well, just the one more game coming up in the near future, and then we've got about a 2.5 hour break or 3 hours before the game after that one. A good finish there from Tony Nyashu. Sam Clark now does also get that kick over. So at halftime, a bit of a limp there for Sam Clark. That is not ideal for the Kiwis. Oh, sorry, that is full time. Or at least it was going to be. New Zealand tried something off the kickoff, and I think they got it wrong. So this game's actually not over yet. GB are going to have one last play that they're going to go with. See whether or not they can get potential try. It's a bit of a weird one, though, wasn't it? The fact that it seemed like New Zealand were just looking to go quickly or something, and it ended up going wrong. And now GB, that's a big collision. There's a knock-on advantage. Kelly Lasunga chasing after it. There's another drop ball knocked on by GB. Good take. Advantage over for the knock-on. Rob Rush running down the wing. Keeping his head down a little bit too much there for Apps. Oh, no. Can't play advantage because they are going to be checking that head-on-head. I believe New Zealand might be in a little bit of trouble here. We're going to see it. Tony Nashu. Yeah, that is upright. It's probably going to be at least a yellow card. It's a high shot on Davison. They're saying as they're mitigating circumstances, there's not a lot going Tony Nashu's way here because he is fully upright. So I think you're in that scenario now how it's probably yellow at least. Right. There is foul play. Direct contact to the head. No mitigation. It's going to be a red card for Tony Nashu right in the closing moment of this game when New Zealand were already winning 24 points to 5. What we are going to be doing, because I know that it takes a little bit of time to switch over, I am going to be switching to that next live stream, letting you guys know exactly what happens at the end of this one on that one. But it is South Africa versus Spain. We'll get that live stream fired up just so that we don't have to make that switch afterwards. But GB about to have their last attack. See you all over on that stream. We'll let you know if they score.